day is it? I don't know. It's 9:55 here. We just crossed into Pennsylvania. It's Tuesday the 5th. And I just left Ohio, obviously. We are on the interstate. We're heading to Erie. We're going to go get a picture. Maybe I'll remember to put it in here. Of Trinity and maybe if there's somebody there to take it, with Lake Erie in the background. So that'd be cool. It's supposed to be like this all day. I might go through a rain shower here in a bit, but we'll see. So I had one of you guys actually post up Go Buckeyes on the I think it was on Instagram, on comments, because I was in Ohio. And it's one of those things that, all right, sports, yay. Now don't get me wrong, I will go and get the cheap seats, but I will go to a baseball game or a football game. Actually, I've never been to a football game, but I'll go to a baseball game or hockey or whatever, never been to a basketball game, professional anyway. I don't think that some of you guys realize the importance of staying away from all that. And there's a few different aspects on why I think that professional sports, if you want to call them that, because a lot of them, it's kind of the 10% rule. 10% of the professional athletes aren't very professional, and they give the other 90% a bad name, or the other 85%, and 5% of them are complete and total upstanding citizens that want to use their fortune, and if they want to be in the fame spotlight, for good. And I commend them. The 10% that give everything a bad name, and it's just a bragging right thing, and they want more money. I don't think that you guys realize the correlation of how much the overinflated cost of professional sports or professional athletes impacts your day-to-day life. So let's give a few examples of that. You're paying all these players millions and millions and millions of dollars. Where does that money come from? It doesn't come from just ticket sales. So they want higher salaries. The cost of jerseys goes up. You want to buy their jersey, it costs you more because the team, the company gets a portion of that. The player gets a portion off of each of their jersey sales. In theory, that's how it's supposed to work. Or whatever else you buy. So they want more money. The cost of everything, the merchandise for the team or for that individual goes up. They want more money. The cost of everything goes up again. Okay, well, but again, just selling merchandise or just selling tickets, because tickets keep going up, doesn't help the cost of everything. It doesn't pay their salaries. Advertising is obviously huge, in the professional sports industry. You would not believe how much some of the the advertising costs paid for, like, especially the Super Bowl, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whoever, paying millions and millions and millions of dollars for a 30-second slot twice, or, a blip here and there, or their banner on the field, or whatever. How does that drive stuff up for me? Well, if it costs me as a company more to advertise for an event, then I'm going to charge the consumer that cost. All right, so Coca-Cola, Pepsi, I remember when you could get a Safeway Shasta or a grocery store brand soda for 25 cents, and a can, 12-ounce can, and you could get I remember when you could actually get a Coke for 25 cents or a Pepsi, and then the off-brand was 15 cents. Now that I think about it, you can't buy even the little 8-ounce can of Coke for 25 cents anymore. They're like 89 cents if I remember. I don't drink soda, so I don't pay attention to that stuff much. And all right, so there's other contributions. Oh, inflation. Yeah, I get it. Inflation has added to that. But professional sports, or rather advertising costs, has contributed to inflation over the years. You can't. It's impossible for it not to, because, you know, yes. Again, I get it that the cost of living has adjusted, and the impact of the dollar has adjusted over the years. The price of fuel also drives the cost of everything up. Okay, so that's another contributing factor. You know, and California just hit that. I think it was 19 cents per gallon. That was great for us. Getting 19 cents per gallon on a state tax, and everything else in the state of California has slowly come up because it costs more to transport. These truckers move everything. The diesel tax, I think, was 23 or 30 cents a gallon or something like that. And so we're hitting these truckers. They're costing everything to go up also. So don't get me wrong, it's not just professional sports. There's a lot of everything that goes into the impact of the dollar, the value of the dollar as well. So, you know, we want to raise minimum wage. That drives the cost of everything up. But one of those things, so there's a couple of reasons why I don't have anything to do with professional sports. One, it costs too much. I can't afford that. That's 3-4 hours of my life. I'm not going to sit in front of the TV for 3 or 4 hours when I can check the score down the road, you know, for free the next day, not spend any time or listen to it on the radio or whatever. But the other reason that I don't watch sports at all, I don't have any interest unless I'm actually going to a game. Like I said, if I want to go, you know, baseball, I used to go to baseball games all the time in the 80s, the late 80s and even the early 90s. The Oakland Athletics had their farm team, which was at the time the Tacoma Tigers, up in Tacoma, Washington. And we could take all four of us, the family could go out and watch a game. It was a good game for, you know, less than 60 or 80 bucks for the family. And that's with eating the hot dog, the beer. For my dad would have a beer, you know. We'd all get sodas and pretzels and all that. You can't get in one person $60 or $80, even with the cheap seats these days, because the hot dog's $7 or $10, depending on where you go. You know, so inflation is a big part of that because of the cost of advertising for sports, because of the cost of what the athletes are demanding. We're paying these people, yeah, they're extraordinary talent in one specific area, or maybe more for some of them, but we're paying these people way more than they should be. You know, and what it comes down to is I'm not going to support that. The bigger thing is like I said, I have no interest. I don't have any interest in keeping up on stats like I did when I was 7, 8, 9 years old of other people's lives. I'm too busy trying to figure out the stats of my own life and figure out how the stats of my life measure up with the stats of my girlfriend's life and a kiddo's life and my friend's life, and trying to figure out how I can have more fun. Because in the end, I try and run my business or my life kind of like a business. And instead of money as my currency, good memories are currency coming in, and the occasional bad memories are currency going out. You know, so that's kind of how I look at that. I run my life like a business, and I don't care if I'm actual money-wise a millionaire. I want to be a billionaire in memories and positive memories and experiences and things that I've done and fun that I've had and people that I've met. And so I have a hard enough time remembering names of people that I just met 30 seconds ago. Now you want me to remember what team did what and what position this person plays, and I don't have time for that. I don't have energy for that. I don't have the memory for that. I have better stuff to do, and that includes not being on the couch or even, you know, in front of a TV. I don't really like to do anything other than watch the occasional movie. I don't like to watch TV. It's not enjoyable. It's literally a waste of time. There are times where it's like, you know what, I want to watch something. So Jeopardy or Travel Channel or History Channel or something like that. I try to watch something that has some ability to actually grow who I am and build me to be a better person. That's enjoyable to watch too, because if I just want some kind of mindless time, you know, it's rare that that's what happens. I want to watch TV. It's going to be something good. Or if I want pure entertainment value, I'm going to throw a movie in, you know. But professional sports, I don't care. Like, great, you have a team. How much time, energy, and effort do you put into remembering somebody else's life instead of bettering your own life? And that's literally the biggest reason why I have no desire to have anything to do with sports. I think that if everybody were to take one step back, bump it down a notch or even two from their professional sports hobbies and realize that there are other, better, more cost-effective things to do out there, I think that you would see these athletes starting to realize, like, oh man, other people figured out they have their own life to live. And the owners of the teams would start paying them less because there'd be a lot less money coming in. And obviously money coming in versus money going out, a professional sports team is a business. That's all they want is your money. And they're going to get it if you allow them to. I'm not going to allow them to. So root for whatever team you want of whatever sport you like. I personally have other things to do that I consider are more valuable for my time and better for my time. But that's all I got. Check out my sponsors. Big thanks to Biggs Harley Davidson, Custom Dynamics, Cruise Armor, Law Tigers, Leslie K Insurance, and Tire Dynamics of San Diego. They've all helped make this trip possible. I appreciate each one of them and the help that they've given me. I appreciate you guys, though, too, more importantly, because without you guys, this mission, this journey would not be near as impactful as it is, and would not be near as memorable for myself and those of you that I've met, and those of you that have enjoyed this story. So, also Thunderpress Magazine, you can check them out, thunderpress.net. My newest article, June, is out. It's on page 50. It talks about my first walk experience for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention down in Edinburgh, Texas. And then also, if you want to donate on the Facebook page and on the Ride Out of the Darkness website, rideoutofthedarkness.com, all one word, there's a link to donate. The side covers from Trinity with all the stickers of places I've been and things I've done, getting all stickered up, are going to be given away to the highest donating person and highest donating business. I also have 2 American flags that have been on this entire trip, and then one of the tank emblems off of Trinity's gas tank that I pulled off before she even had any miles. Both the tank emblems are in the back of the tour pack with me, and I'll be giving those away. Those 3 things, the flags and the 1 tank emblem, will just be given away to a random donating person, whether it be $5 or we've had 2 donations, one from a business and one from a person of $500. Those donations are appreciated. Over 80%, 83-point-something% of all donated money goes directly back into fighting suicide one way or another, whether it be getting educational packets out there, whether it be getting teams out to help educate people, like the police departments are getting educated by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention on suicide prevention and how to stop it, and how to talk about it, and how to talk about it on the other side of the job. And it's all good stuff. It all goes to it. They have as little an overhead as you can have for being the largest organization that is fighting to stop suicide in the United States. So it's a good deal. The next event that I will be at is going to be the event at the dealership. I'll post a link to that in this comment section down low. And that's going to be in 2 days, I think. I can't remember. Check out the date. I'll put it on the bottom of the video here. So thank you. Remember that you are loved, okay? I can't stress that enough. No matter what's going on in your life, I promise you there are people that are loving to you, that love you, that would miss you if anything happened. Remember that you have value. There is no invaluable person on this planet. We're all here for a reason. We all have a purpose. Go out there and find it. Get off that couch. Stop watching that game. Check the stats when it's over, all right? Have a good day.